Hello everyone, Rogue Fox here, and welcome back to another episode on the Truly Bedrock SMP server. This is episode 7, and I just logged on, and I saw a weird message that just popped up. And it says Silent Whisperer was pricked to death, so I'm not quite sure what happened with that. Maybe we'll see more in the chat as that pops up. But to get things started, last episode we were working on landscaping outside the shop. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one more time. And man, I really love taking a look at this. I'm so proud of the job that we did here. Now, before we get to what the heck just happened? Okay, that was weird. Not quite sure what just happened there. You all saw that. Did it break that time? Okay. So we are experiencing some realm lag, it appears. Let's go ahead and grab that. So like I was saying, there are some interesting things going on upon me arriving on the server today. Now you may be noticing that I am only wearing an iron helmet at the moment, and that is because I went on another end raid, and again I died in the end because last episode we had quite a few purchases in the shop, and I'm pretty sure I just saw the sun go backwards up there too. Okay, anyways, being distracted by all the lag going on around me, I went to the end, and that is because last episode, Prowl came in and bought some shulker boxes, and so did Prowl. Or did I say Prowl? Prowl and Slack. I said Prowl twice. Prowl and Slack. There we go. I'm messing up my words today. It must be the lag messing with my head. Prowl and Slack came and bought shulker boxes at the end of last episode and during. So we are all out of shulker boxes. Remember, I had one left, and that was DB who came and bought the last box because it says I need to get more shulkers, and then he also left 20 diamonds because we have also sold an elytra. So that is very sweet. And then I did place 2 more shulker boxes I had in my storage because remember I did have 7 shells left over, making 3 more boxes. Anyways, we sold 2 of those, and then of course we have a nice little message in here saying the end is here, has stock, so that would be Silent Shop, and it's cheap. So I saw in the Discord, Silent has slashed his prices. It's still 1 diamond more than mine, so he's selling his shulker shells for 5 diamonds a piece. Now, what he thinks is that I don't have any stock, but let's go ahead and see what I got from my end raid. So it should be this shulker box right here. So let's go ahead and check out what I came back with. So you can see all these lovely diamond tools and armor here, as well as some iron ones. We got ourselves 2 more elytra, some diamonds, which is always nice, and then I came back with 30 shulker shells, which means I can now sell 15 more shulker boxes. And that's right, you may be selling shulker shells for 5 diamonds per 2 shells, but I am selling the whole box. That's right, the shells plus the chest for 4 diamonds. Now that is a deal. And okay, so let's go ahead and check this out. What's that? The most manly death ever. You should be jelly. He died from cacti. And we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 more shulker boxes that we now have for sale. And I also pulled this elytra down because I do have some future plans for this, which I'll share in just a moment. But we do have our shulker boxes all stocked up once again. So, yeah, business is a booming when it comes to the shulker boxes. So, we actually pulled 32 diamonds from that chest. So, if we add these all together, I now have a stack, 2 stacks, and 15 worth of diamonds, plus the 19 that is still in this box. And I guess we can go ahead and add this now. I just wanted to show what I came back with from that last raid. And yeah, we are doing really good when it comes to diamonds. We should probably spend some of those diamonds, shouldn't we? Put it back into the economy. Now, when it comes to shulker boxes, Silent and I are pretty much the only sellers of shulker boxes and elytra on the server. So technically, we do have a duopoly going on. There was one more seller, which there isn't, as far as I'm aware. It would be an oligopoly. So the nice thing about that is that we do control the prices of what these sell for. Now, I know I've been hearing that I am undercutting Silent. I know Slack mentioned it in his video, and I thought I've seen a comment about that. But let me quickly explain myself. So, I know Silent has slashed his prices because he let me know in the shop and also in the Discord to let everyone else know that he has a sale going on. Now, originally, he was selling 2 shulker shells for 8 diamonds a piece, and for the longest time, I did not see him making any sales on that. So if we check, he's now selling them in the bottom left, 5 diamonds for 2 shells. So basically 5 diamonds per box. So that is still one more above mine. And like I said, I do have the full box. But I mean, let's take a look here. Looking at, so he did make some sales to Foxy earlier today, which I can see that right here. So he did sell 5. Now, like I said, we do get to control the market as far as this is concerned. So that is why I decided to sell my boxes for 4 diamonds a piece. And you can tell those flew right off the shelf. And that kind of caused Silent to drop his prices as well. And as you can see, he's also made some sales. So, I mean, I guess in a way, it's a win-win if you want to look at it that way. I know you didn't click on today's video because you wanted an economics lesson. You wanted to see some Minecraft. So that is what you're about to see in just a moment. We are going to begin today's project, but for some reason right now, I keep hearing a zombie pigman nearby. And of course, as I'm recording, it's not going to make any noise, but it does sound very close. So I need to figure out where this is coming from. For today's project, what I want to do is start working on the waterfall. So I did mention that basically almost every minute of last episode as we were making this area down here. Like I said, the waterfall is going to bring this whole build together. So I went ahead and saved us some time and I started digging out what I think would look good. So that required me digging into this mountainside just a little bit. Now, I'm not too worried about the waterfall itself and making that come down. What I am concerned about is how I'm going to build this area up right here. Now, if we take a look right here, you can see it's pretty squared off. We have these blocks right here. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of work to kind of make this whole area blend in. So this is what we're going to start off with. So we do have a nice little drop going down. So let's hop up right here. If I can get up there. What's going on here? There we go. So the water will come down from here and then it will drop down to this area. Drop down again as I take damage and drop down to here finally. And then it will make its way into our little pond right down here. Alrighty, so what I want to do is place down the water sources to see what we're working with here. So we do have that little pattern going here. So if we start this right here, and this should make a water source. And apparently it does not. I'm still trying to figure out the new water mechanics with Update Aquatic because I know once they placed that in, those mechanics into effect, I'm not quite sure how water works anymore. So yeah, I know 2 sources next to each other should have made a source block, but apparently that is not the case. So let's go ahead. We have a couple more buckets of water here, and let's just place in these last 2 buckets. You can get up. And there we go. Okay. And then water here and water there. That's going to flow down. We can just go ahead and jump right in. And let's take a look at what this is doing. Yeah, I'm liking the way that is flowing down into the pond down here. And if we come back up here, let's take a look at this area. Now, it does look a little too perfect, but like I said, I want to see what we're working with here. And then we can start placing blocks in there to kind of break up the water and the way it's flowing. And like I said, it is the Update Aquatic now, so I know placing in blocks kind of makes a drastic change to the water flow. So this should be interesting. So this is what I finally came up with. So I did add a few more blocks down below just to break up the stream a bit. And it looks like it gives it more depth and everything like that. I feel like any more than that would be doing too much. And I did cheat a little bit. I did start working on the cliffside up here. Like I said, I wanted to blend this whole area in. So the best way to do that, of course, was to kind of get an idea of what I was doing up top, especially on this side, because I do have a stair block hanging over the edge, and I really need to get some scaffolding up here because this is not cutting it for me. So if we take a look up here, we can see this stair block is sticking out And then right underneath, I am working on the cliff side. So just to add that detail in, and as I said, I wanted to blend it in to the back of the house here. So it makes a little bit more sense so we don't have, like you see here, these random dirt blocks coming up. So I may make this more cliff. I still need to play with that, but I do want to get this top done. So that is done, and what I want to do now is start working out the details of what this waterfall is going to look like in regards to the structure like that. So I think we can go ahead and get started on it, because like I said, yeah, this definitely needs to go, and I'm going to have to get clever because you can see the water stream is coming out right there, but it still has to make sense with the house being bumped up right against it. And then I think we'll do, of course, we do need to do something over here. We can make this more cliffy as far as rocks go, so more stone, less dirt, and then we can make some jagged edges and everything like that. Again, I am using the new stone stairs and also the andesite stairs and slabs, so I think that is turning out pretty nice. And then, of course, I will probably throw bushes in there just to make it a little more green to break up that gray. Let's go ahead and work on this part right here. So like I said, I do want to remove this. Now, I have to be careful because I don't want this water... Okay, I didn't want it to flow over to this side where I'm at. So I'm thinking... Okay, that works. We're going to do some stone. I think I may need to work a little more... I like that, actually. I may need to work a little more cobblestone in here. I did use the mossy cobblestone right there, and I don't think that blends in too well. So I may end up changing that. But for here... And let's be careful because I think that might Okay, cool. Still sticking to its flow. And let's do stone here. And I really hope I have some andesite stairs left. And of course I don't. So let's go ahead and grab one. And by grab I do mean crafting because I am all out. Go ahead and get rid of that cobblestone stairs for now. And right there. Actually, I don't know, maybe a slab would be better. That just looks, it does look like we carved into the wall here, so that does look good. Because we have this texture going on right there with the stair. But I wonder, maybe a slab would be a little better in this case. So we do have no more andesite slabs either. So we'll just go ahead and plop down a stone one for now. And see how this looks. So if we take a look, whoops, I'm probably gonna be falling in a lot. Let's go ahead and get out. There we go. Okay. And where's up? Where's up? Go this way. I think, yeah, that looks good. And we could probably actually eliminate this whole area right here. And maybe I can do another upside down stair just to make it a little more jagged. So let me go ahead and do that, and I will be right back. And welcome back. So I went ahead and played with this a bit. So it's not exactly what I wanted it to be. I did mention having an upside down stair. So I did start sprinkling some cobblestone slabs here and there. So we have one there, one right there. Now, when I was stepping back and taking a look at it, it was beginning to be a little too gray. And it kind of looks a little too gray right now. So if we go ahead and let's step back here. I mean, it definitely needs some green or something in there. I still need to figure that part out. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that. So what I tried to do without making it look too awkward is I try to keep some of the dirt in place to keep that brown and green in there. But like I said, kind of like this area right here looks just a little too gray. So now I'm kind of concerned about what I'm going to do here. Because now I feel like we need to keep most of this so it's just not, you know, nice and lush and then it's stone gray and then it goes back to being green again. So I do need to be careful with how I detail this. And I know I'm not going to get it perfect the first time, but I'm going to go ahead and try my best. So let me go ahead and play around with this side, and then I will catch up with you once again. Alright, so I have been at this for about an hour now, or just over an hour, and I think I finally came up with a landscape design that I am somewhat satisfied with. And of course the true test is going to be having the water come down. So you can see here I do have a bunch of different textures going on, and I try to keep some dirt in there just to keep it from being totally gray. Added some grass, which really helped out a lot. And then of course I did add some texture into the wall itself, so we do have little nooks and crannies in there. And you can see right here just where the water would be just chipping away at the rocks over time. And down here I did use the mossy cobblestone. Originally it was stone, but as you can see here, stone is a little hard to see on stone and andesite. So I did add more cobblestone in there as well as some bushes. We have some vines just to cover up some of that gray. So let's go ahead and give this thing a final look. Now all we need to do here is just break this block. I do have a little bit of water flowing down like that, and then we have this one. And what I decided to do was just make this waterfall 3 wide instead of 4, because I think that looks a lot better. So let's go ahead and hop on down here. And I mean, I do like that. I think it needs a little bit of color, as far as maybe we can throw some flowers in, maybe replace... we'll have to think about that one. Maybe replace some of these flowers, get some, maybe like a red in there or something like that. But I do like the way this turned out. Now, the only thing I'm not 100% loving is this part right here. I do like the idea of having this overhang, and that does add this extra block of depth coming out of the waterfall. So it kind of makes it, you know, not as, I guess, makes it more natural in my opinion. As far as it running down, it doesn't look like, you know, it was man-made, so it's kind of just been there over time and is just running down and doing its thing. It's hitting those rocks here, coming down here onto our mossy cobblestone. That's right, we do have vines there. And although you can't really see the texture in there, but we know it's there. So I think this turned out pretty good. Again, I do want to add some color, especially at the bottom here. And maybe I might work in some jungle leaves. Maybe I'll just give it a slightly different texture. I do have oak leaves up here right now. So I think this turned out pretty good. Okay, I added in some flowers, and I think that makes it a lot more colorful. So we do have some red. I'm not quite sure about the lilac there, but if we take a look up here, oh, like DB is taking a look at what's going on here. What's up, DB? He's not in voice chat at the moment, so looks like he's just taking a peek at what's going on. So let's see what he thinks. I wonder if he's typing right now. Oh, why, thank you. So let's go ahead and do this, and I know it's going to pop up on an Xbox One typing screen when I'm recording, but we'll just go ahead and do that. And we're going to say thanks. And I am so slow with this controller typing. And let's see. Whoa, hello. All right. It looks like DB has found some diamonds. And I just let him know that shulker boxes are back in stock. So let's see if he wants to make any more purchases today. And it looks like he's going to make a purchase. So just go ahead. Awesome. That is the shulker box chest. And Gruva did make a purchase right before this. So maybe about like 5 or so minutes ago, I did see Gruva walk into the shop. And I know... Okay, so I know Gruva did purchase those two because I did take a look just to see if we're making any sales. And let's see. Wow. 4, 5. Sweet. And there we go. That is very, very nice to watch. And we'll just go ahead and say thanks because, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have any diamonds if it weren't for them. And I'm glad I can provide these at a price that they are happy with. I know he has bought many of my shulker boxes. So like I was saying before I got distracted by DB's diamond ore tower there, I added in some flowers. So we just took a look at this down below, which I think is looking pretty good. And then if we take a step up here, We have vines here. I switched these oak leaves out for some jungle leaves, which add a different texture. Maybe I might do jungle over here as well, but we have been using oak for all the bushes. So maybe I'll just have the 2 different ones just to have a variety of texture. You can see I do have one random poppy up there, but it does give that red color to break all that up there. And then of course we still have our lily of the valley right there. So I think this is pretty much done. I'm not sure if I want to do something right there just to kind of fill in that gap, because if we do take a step up here, the water is being held back technically from spilling over this way, but it just looks a little bare. Maybe I might come up, maybe if we just come up another block, and hopefully I still have stone left. Stone there, and I think the reason why I didn't do that is because I do have that cranny right here, but I don't think that should interfere. It actually kind of connects and wraps around, which I think looks pretty good. So let's take a look. Yeah, that fills it in a lot better up there. And yeah, it kind of brings that little nook around to the outside right there. So I think we are done here for this waterfall. And I think I have been staring at this waterfall for a little too long, because now I'm starting to second guess it, but it does look good, because if we go ahead and step back and look at it from down here, it fits in actually quite nicely, just having that gray. And I think, like I said, because I've been looking at that wall only the whole time and not taking the whole picture into view, it was starting to look a little awkward. But if we just walk around the sides here, I think, yeah, it fills in perfectly, because we do have our rocks down here that are made out of stone and andesite. And as we make our way around, yeah, it does look really good. So we just step up here, and it does have its greenery to it. And then if we walk from this way, and of course we're probably gonna have to throw some trees up there later on, maybe another palm tree or 2. I'm not quite sure if that would be too much. But if we go ahead and let's hop in the boat, and I guess we have a random chicken in the boat with us, so let's go ahead and come out here and take a look. yeah, that does look really good. And let's just go ahead and just kind of pass on by here. And if I can get control of this boat, yeah, I think that definitely fills in quite nicely, especially that little texture we did right there where my crosshair is. Just having that little cliff definitely adds a lot of detail up there. Not too much, but just enough to make it stand out. So I think, yeah, this is turning out really good. And oh man, look at the sunset setting on our little island here. I wonder if we can go ahead. Can we even get a good angle? I'm sure by the time I get there, it's going to be too dark. Yeah, I mean, not the best angle, but definitely looks amazing. And I think this is a great place to end today's episode. So I did make a couple more changes right here. I brought this area up, and then I also brought that lilac up. So it just gives it a little bit more height off to this side, because it was a little too flat. So this is a major project done, and one I was looking forward to doing. And of course, we still need to work on the top, and that's going to be something Prowl and I are going to figure out. So we still need to fill in this area up here, and then of course, this is going to be the water source that is going to be, well, the source of the waterfall on my side, and also on Prowl's side, which still needs to be worked on. And I feel like this is going to be a pretty big project, because it took me about an hour or so, maybe 2 hours, to actually get everything all done on my side. And my side was pretty small. So, but then again, Prowl and I will both be working on it. So I'm super excited to see what we will come up with. But that is all for today, everyone. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And it looks like Silent just logged on, and that's probably him running around right there. This is the end of today's episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Rogue Fox, and I'm out. I'll see you later.